What up, fam? What up, family? Welcome back to my channel. This time around, we have Bruce Hornsby in the range with The Way It Is. Now, this is from his 1986 album titled the same, The Way It Is. I've heard the name Bruce Hornsby before. I don't think I've ever heard any of his songs, so this is dope. I can't wait. And of course, I got the lyrics. We're just gonna get straight into this one. So let's go ahead and listen. They sample this for Tupac.
Job. Man in a silk suit hurries by as he catches the poor old lady's eyes. Just for fun, he says, get a job. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. But don't you believe that? You can't go where the others go. You don't look like they do. Said, hey old man, how can you stand to think that way? Did you really think about it before you made the rules? He said so. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. Oh, but don't you believe that? Passed a law in '64 to give those who ain't got a little more, but it only goes so far. Cause the law don't change another's mind when all it sees is the hiring time. There's the light on the color bar. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is.
is a monster on the keys. Just the whole rhythm to that song, man. The whole melody, even these lyrics here. As you know, I never heard this song before. I'm used to the Tupac one. The Tupac one was so big when I was growing up. It was called Changes. They used this chorus and the rhythm. But man, it makes sense. I see why they chose to match those two songs. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, is life worth living? Should I blast myself? I'm tired of being broke, even worse than black. My stomach hurts, so I'm looking for a purse to snatch. Cops give a damn about a Negro. Pull the trigger, kill a nigga, he's a hero. And they was playing this shit on the radio like you feel me? And you look around, you living in the most fucked up place ever. It's like, but let's read these lyrics here written by Bruce. Standing in line, marking time, waiting for the welfare dime, cause they can't buy a job. The man in the silk suit hurries by as he catches the poor old lady's eyes. Just for fun, he says, get a job. Wow. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. Said, hey, little boy, you can't go where the others go, cause you don't look like they do. Said, hey, old man, how can you stand to think that way? Did you really think about it before you made the rules? He said, son, that's just the way it is. You know, when I read stuff like this, I just feel like it's more of a human nature thing for the people on top to just shit on the people on the bottom. Because there's a lot of there's a lot of nuances. You know how people say, well, why don't you just get a job? Or, well, why don't you this, why don't you that? Like, I believe in the hustle also, but you gotta understand too how certain people in their mindset, just because of where they're from, how it's this is the best way I could explain it. You know how they used to train elephants for the circus, right? Like when they're young, they used to keep them on this rope. Like when they're little, keep them on this rope, right? And they couldn't escape no matter how hard they tried, till they grow to be these huge elephants, right? And they still keep them on that same rope. And that elephant's mind, it's shackled, so it doesn't know that it can break that rope. Really. Matter of fact, it doesn't even know that it's the most powerful being there, just because the mind has already been caged. And I feel like people do know that, but they just love to throw that shit out because it make them feel better about themselves. I've met and talked to people that they couldn't fathom another way than poverty. Like they couldn't even when they tried, they just couldn't. So, and those people, they have never been to those places. They have never been around. So they speak a certain type of way. But it is what it is. So I understand what this song is saying, and it's such a powerful message. And I know black people relate to this, but it's not just black people. It's whenever, like when you go to different countries, because over here seems to be like a black and white thing, but if you go to another country where it's just like the same, they're all the same race, right? It become a class thing. They still treat the people at the bottom the same way. Like it don't matter where you go. It's a classism thing. That's how people. It's an ego thing. That's how we differentiate who's who. There needs to be a system to, because with every society, there's jobs that we don't want to do. There needs to be a bottom, because if there's no bottom, there's no top. You see what I'm saying? So the middle is an illusion, right? If you're in the middle, you most likely fall at the bottom. You just a little higher. There's only the top and the bottom. But, so they use the middle to shield the top. You feel me? It's kind of like, let me tell you this. It's kind of like being at a job and you have a supervisor that gets paid $2 more than you. You know, now they just shitting on you because they feel like they better. But guess what? The same person that's above him is above me too. So he gets shitted on just the same way. You feel me? You just get $2 more, if you understand. At this point, I'm just yapping, but y'all get what I mean. Beautiful song, amazing, powerful lyrics. I love songs like this. So yeah, y'all let me know how you feel about it in the comment section below. Wow, that gave me chills, man. But if you made it this far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video if you like the video. Leave a comment. Let me know that you were here. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. And guess what? You better be there. Peace.